Well, sometimes your best is all that you can do.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what we're going to do here today is our best. No David as of yet. I don't know where David is.
Hey, I'm gonna dip in and dip right back in and see if this reconnects me.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So what's going on, man? In your world, Shane?
In my world, nothing much. Just just working, and trying to afford living out here in California.
Right.
I do love it. I do love California, but it's very expensive.
So you are we've known each other for a little bit through the Facebook groups. You're an admin in a couple groups and admin my Marvel Legends marketplace group. And mostly Marvel Legends or more GI Joe.
Mostly Marvel Legends. For me, GI Joe, I do the ones that were in the cartoon. That's what I know. That's my nostalgia is the cartoon, the '80s cartoon, A Real American Hero. A little bit of Dick cartoon, but not a whole lot. Um, that's my GI Joe. But Marvel, it's a wide range for Marvel Legends, but mostly it's X-Men.
See,
That's
I've
my
dropped down to
wheelhouse.
nothing but X-Men 97.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. Had to, man. I had to not just try to buy up all these different figures and stuff. But
Mhm.
we did have a lot of really cool stuff shown for Toy Fair 2026 so far. I know that runs through the 17th, I believe. And we've got Dan in a remote secret location.
Yes, he's
What's
on
Shows.
going on,
location.
guys?
Our correspondent.
Yes. Can't
Yeah,
show
I
us
have
where
people.
he is.
Yeah, it's a secret. It's top secret.
He was
I
going to
heard
be
you
going
talking about.
live for he was going to go live from the hot tub and shoot for an Only Toys type of video, but I don't think we're gonna.
Thank
I didn't want to
God.
get David too worked up because his favorite GI Joe cartoon's Dick, and we didn't want to get him too worked up there.
All right, so let's take a look at. I think the easiest way to do this is going to be looking at one of the publications that's been putting
Hey
up a lot of
Terry,
photos.
before you start, could I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
First, it looks like you did something different with your hair, and it looks nice. Secondly, it's kind of great to see Toy Fair back in full form
Yes,
because I remember the really sad Toy Fair of 2020 where people were walking around. It was quiet, masks, nobody was hardly there. And then it seems like ever since then, it's been like, hey, we're going to do our Toy Fair from our studio at our warehouse or whatnot. And the whole spectacle, the whole excitement of what's coming out for the year is just kind of gone. And so I noticed that this year, from top to bottom, start to finish so far, it feels like the old school Toy Fair is back and better than ever. And it's got me really excited about the industry that we love, and there was a lot of great stuff shown. Just wanted to say that real quick. So kudos to all the people that put Toy Fair together, and all the people that displayed, and people that came to see it, and all the potential buyers. Buy it all, man. Let's get it in the hands of all the fans.
definitely. Yeah, I was really impressed with a lot of the stuff that I saw released from Toy Fair so far. How's it going, David?
Fine. How are you?
Wonderful. Didn't know if you were
Hello.
going to make it or not.
Yep, made it right on time. 2:00 on the money.
So, Toy News International has a lot of photos here, and I think the easiest way that's going to be to do this is to just pull up their site, share the screen, and start looking at some of the stuff that they're going to have that they have posted up on their site, and we'll take a look at some others as well. But first, up here at the top, they have the Walmart exclusive Dire Tech Night Creeper, number 202. Can you believe that we've already surpassed 200 figures in the GI Joe classified line. Check that
Blue
out.
bills.
Well, it's really way more than that. It's just those are just the classified numbered items.
Right.
Technically, in figure form, there's probably about 250, most likely.
Yeah, we've got
There's
all
no
of
more
the
figures to do. There's no more figures to do. Oh no.
right. Yeah, we've got all the legacy series now. We've got the retro carded figures that aren't in these numberings.
And
But
there's 2 packs and 3 packs of figures. So
well, those are numbered.
yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
some of those are numbered.
But that's what I'm saying. In figure form, there's probably about 250
No, I
figures.
see what you're saying, David. Yeah, I
Items,
got
there's
you.
only 202 items in the classified line.
So
but
what do you guys think about this Night Creeper with the Dire Tech stuff? I'm really psyched about the translucent arms. I think that's a pretty cool aspect of this figure.
Man, I will say Crystal Ball must have got Cobra Commander on a good day to get a budget for a whole army and all this tech. Because he seems like one of those guys would have died in the freighter. I think they look awesome. I'm pretty excited about it.
And it's definitely not going to be the price point of the Viper that they released.
No, this is a
That thing was
single
so
release, not a
expensive.
deluxe release. I'm
I
kind of
like this thing. It looks good.
I'm kind of disappointed they reused that Suthalu head again. I would have liked to have gotten a different head or something unique, but
Yeah, I've heard that from several other people. I think that a unique head would have been great, or at least keep the Cthulhu head to leave that to Crystal Ball himself.
No, they might be trying to go with a theme there. Like maybe that's who Crystal Ball worships. So they try to like, everybody's got to wear that mask, I guess, sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it definitely goes along with the Cobra Law theme, which we'll be seeing Crystal Ball come up in the GI Joe Energon series here very soon. So,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
lots
probably
of
get
lots of things going on there.
there's a
I'll
3-issue
probably get a
arc
few of
coming out.
these.
Yeah.
Just to army build, and I could probably use it too with my Marvel Legends figures with Mysterio and Doctor Strange and
oh
Baron
yeah,
Mordo and all them.
yeah, it fit really well with those.
Jane, did you
What
say
do
you're a
guys
big
think
Marvel
of the
Legends
action
guy?
figure?
Yeah, Marvel Legends is my #1 collecting thing.
I used to have a huge Legends collection. I ended up selling all of it, and then I started rebuying or buying some of the newer ones. Like Cap,
Yeah,
I'm kind of an Avengers guy, and man, I tell you, like the new ones coming out look just light years better than what they were putting out
yeah,
before. So,
yeah.
so it's starting to build back up again for me.
It's funny because every now and then, and we'll probably get into this when we see Absorbing Man. Every now and then they'll come up with something new that the old one was actually better, and you kind of regret getting rid of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
old
there
one.
is some of that too.
So in this action soldier figure, you've got the different heads, you've got the helmet, you've got the beret, a bunch of accessories. I think they did a good job with this. It's the special forces figure. I really like that skull face paint head that they included.
Yeah, reminds me of
They were
Call of
saying
Duty.
they're trying to do a troop builder type aspect with this. That's why they gave it multiple heads and hats and equipments and stuff like that. But I don't get why they would want to do something like that. Just give us 2 bodies if you're going to do a troop builder. Because now I have to buy 2 or 3 of these, and then I'm going to have so much extra stuff and only able to use a little bit of it. So why not give you 2 bodies? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Do you want like a bigger body and a smaller body?
Yeah, just two figures so you can use all this stuff. Because now if you bought this 3 times, right, you can have 3 times the amount of heads and berets and helmets and equipment that you're never going to be able to use all of it.
Well,
So
I mean, I
there's
think the
3
idea
guys.
of it is to just like provide one figure that you can gear up however you want to gear it up with the provided stuff.
But it's supposed to be a troop builder, they said in all the interviews I read.
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean,
Shane,
honestly, they're all troop builders.
you'd be able to answer this one since you're the Marvel Legends guy. Didn't a couple of years ago on Pulse it did like a generic Shield Trooper body and then like maybe a Hydra Trooper or AIM body that you could get pretty
Yeah,
cheap. It was just like not even in a card or a box. It's like a little Melloway box or something.
yeah, they
I
did.
could
They
see.
made They made some really cheap army builders, some scrolls, some Hellfire guards. I don't remember if they did shield in the cheap box. The shield may have been a 2-pack.
And see, I
Could you
wish I
They
guys
would
see
have
made
them?
Joe.
They did the
they made
hand
the
ninjas as
Hydra.
well. They did the
Yeah,
hand
Could you
the
guys?
They did AIM. They've done a lot of troop builders over the years for Marvel Legends.
Could you guys? Could you guys? No, I'm
Speaking to
talking about
your
like
deal
you
there.
had to mail in on Pulse or call or get it off of Pulse. But could you see them doing something like that for Joe? Like you get a generic body, and then like Dave, to answer David's concern, you can then gear it up with all your extra heads and gear. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, they're called green shirts.
Yeah, see, I think that they should offer green shirts like that with a bunch of extra stuff.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, they
not
even
even a
came
bunch of
out
extra
with
stuff, just a basic, like, what were those? Like 15 bucks?
Yeah, yeah, they were
yeah,
15.
$15.97. Yeah, speaking
Yeah, I
to
wouldn't even
Dave's
give them a
thing about a
weapon.
bigger body and a smaller body, they had an Amazon exclusive troop builder for Hydra and AIM, and
Yeah.
one was a big brute and one was a regular size soldier in a 2-pack, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, they did that with a bunch of stuff. They did it with the scrolls, the hand, AIM, Hydra. I think there may have been a Shield 2-pack during that era when Toys R Us was doing those 2-packs. They were not very good figures, but they did do a Shield 2-pack.
That Taurus and Red Bull
Red
Bull
Dog.
look really good. Red Dog, thank you.
So Lenny did answer the question about the heights in this, and he did say that they did make Taurus a slight shorter buck than Red Dog because he was more of an acrobat, so they wanted the buck to be a little different. So he did answer that question in the interviews. So there you go. He is shorter.
So give him
I
more.
always felt like he was bigger, but
he
I only
looks
know
bigger
them
in
from
the
the
movie.
movie.
You're right. I agree.
He reminds me of like one of those wrestlers that can do like like one of the bigger guys that can do really athletic things that you're like, oh my God, how can that guy pull that off? That's who Taurus reminds me
I
of.
think it's a really good 2-pack for the people that love the core OG look in the classified line. I think these guys are very true to the originals.
Oh yeah, they are very vintage, inspired by the animation and the toys. But yeah, I just thought that was a little odd that they did make him shorter.
Now, the thing that they should have done with Big Lob, but they actually did here with Red Dog, is have that football be a separate piece. They should have had the basketball be a separate piece with Big Lob.
I agree. I have that
Someone
whole
showed a
wave
picture
of
of Big Lob. Someone showed a picture of Big Lob on Facebook, and he didn't look like he looked in the render. He looked very light skinned, very like Latino almost. And I was like,
Really?
oh.
Well, I've got that entire wave on that's already on the way. It's shipped, so I'll get it this week sometime. We'll see.
I should be getting hours in the shop when I get back.
What was that? What, Terry?
I got a shipping notification. It's supposed to ship by like the 20th. This is one that I'm kind of torn on. I'm a little bit disappointed in her. I think that she should have been a standalone figure instead of coming with the swamp skier. And we talked about that before. I mean, overall, it looks good, but I think that swamp skier.
Who is she?
That is
Zanya's from the comics, the Devil's Due comics. She came out in issue 1 of the Devil's Due comics. She's the daughter of Zartan. And in the Devil's Due comics, that was 7 years or 5 years after the original G.I. Joe comics run. So that ended with 55, issue 155. And it was supposed to be 5 years later. So that's why Zartan had a daughter, but that entire toy line, that entire comic book line got shunted off when they brought Larry Hama back, and he continued with 155 and a half. So Zanya is technically, I don't even know if she exists in the current continuities.
Oh, so she may not
be popular. I think she showed up.
Most comic
Did
readers
she show up in
really
Larry's and show up in IDW and show up in Energon, Dan?
No, she hadn't shown up in Energon yet, but I think she showed up in Larry's book at some point, like as a background character.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Is she popular in the comic readers? Do people
Yeah,
really like
she's a
her?
She
or-
was.
She's a
She was kind of the
2000.
first new major character, and because I think if I remember correctly, I think her in that comic book run, Zartan was ill.
Yeah,
There was something wrong with him, and so
Yeah.
like she was kind of
doing a lot of the work for him.
yeah, she was kind of like filling in as like the impromptu leader of the Dreadnoks,
Yeah.
because of who her dad was.
Right. But Lenny did answer some questions about this at Toy Fair. I'm not sure if any of you guys watched any of those interviews I shared with you, Terry or Dan, but he did say that the reason why she was with the Swamp Skiers because she's kind of like the leader. And she's taking over for Zartan. That's why she's using his swamp ski. And that the swamp skier has some compartments that you can take stuff in and store it in the front and the back. So there is some storage compartments.
So I do have some other photos aside from what's there, but I figured this would be a good way for us to get a good overview of all the stuff that's been shown so far. And the photos of the swamp skier with like the compartment and whatnot where you can store stuff is pretty good for that vehicle, I think. Up next, my favorite from all of this, and I like this figure's got like next to no context whatsoever, but yeah, I just thought it was really cool. And Dan had mentioned this before. I think it was called Raptor Master when the code name for something maybe. But
Yeah.
Professor Rockclaw and Cobra, I don't know how, I can't pronounce that. The Cobra Dino.
Yeah, there's a specific name for it. They said it. It's a hard thing to pronounce, and they gave it an extra head to have as a troop builder as well. Which again, I don't understand why they're doing these different heads for different characters, because you can only use one figure at a time. So you'd have to buy this at least two of them, and I think that's a cheat on their part to force you to buy this twice just to use the two heads.
Well, of
I think
course
that's
it
a
is.
mask.
That's
I think that's a
that's what
mask.
they
Yeah.
call in wrestling a
If you
cheap
look at the
pop.
back here, it is a mask. It's not a head. Or are you talking about the
No,
extra head
it's
for
a
the
head.
figure?
It's a head with a mask, and then another head with the other guy's head. It's two
Yeah,
heads.
you're talking.
No.
I thought you were talking about the mask for the dinosaur. You're talking about the head for the guy.
The guy, yeah, there's two different guys there. You can do a troop builder guy, or you can do the doctor as a separate guy. There's different armaments and different accessories for both of them, and I don't like that. I want them include two guys. Why do it that way? I don't get it.
Because that
Oh, I see.
that goes.
They want
well
you to buy
beyond
it
the
twice.
price point.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it comes down to. I think that's a cheap way of doing it, and it's a cheat.
I could see them releasing this guy as a troop builder with a masked head, like a single boxed figure, but not in a package like this.
But the thing is too, I would probably get two because I want two dinosaurs, and then I would have two bodies.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
yeah. I get two as well, one to open and one to keep sealed, but that's not the point of it. They're intentionally forcing you to do that in their merchandising.
David, nobody's forcing you to do anything.
You're right. You're right.
Touch on the dino, David.
We all
Touch on the
have
dino
FOMO,
character
though.
where you heard
We
you.
all have FOMO though, and we want to get the most out of this stuff.
I know, I do. I admitted that the other day.
So it's
Like
just,
I really
I'm glad-
like it. Though. I think it's cool as hell.
I'm glad they're
I
not
think-
calling it a velociraptor though, because he's too small. He's a
not, it's-
Deinonychus.
it is a smaller version. They did say in the interviews, a couple of the interviews, that it is a smaller a breed of velociraptor. It's got a different name. The name's on the package, I guess, like that. But I just think it's a dirty trick, though, for them. But whatever.
I'm actually going to look up the pronunciation for that.
Well, shouldn't it say right there on the package?
I'm
There, can you
going
enlarge
to
that?
call it a Deinonychus.
Deinonychus. Yeah, something like that.
Deinonychus.
Nychus, yeah. They didn't have the armor on it, but they did say it did come with the armor. Yeah, I love this. I love the entire idea of it, but I don't like it when they give you multiple heads. They did it with the Night Creeper. They gave you a regular Night Creeper head, and then they gave you the leader of the Night Creepers. So you'd have to take the Night Creeper head off to put the Night Creeper leader, but then you only have one Night Creeper.
Breathe, David. One of the things I think is really cool they did with this, they added feathers to the dinosaur.
Yes.
And
Overgrown
there's
chickens.
the clue. There's your clue right there.
Shout out to Dr. Alan Grant.
There's that little clue that we got so far back in like the beginning of October during New York Comic Con.
Yes,
finally
that
the
artist.
answer. The answer to the clue is the dinosaur holder.
And I thought that was going to be for a Rottweiler. I thought they were going to do the I can't remember the name of that viper. Night Adder. That's what it
Night
was.
Adder, yeah.
Now for the Target exclusive figure, we've got Zartan here.
Ooh.
Ninja Force Zartan.
So they said they did subdue this one purposely because they just thought it was way too bright, the vintage one. So they intentionally did that, which that's fine. It looks perfectly fine.
I think it looks better like this. And I was
like
right about the bowstring thing too.
Yep. You were right about that. They did separate string and a bendy part. So you can use the bendy part where he's pulling it, or just the string for him to just hang on his backpack or whatever it is.
Which is shown right here.
Yeah.
In this shot.
Yeah. So that's a Target exclusive. That's going up on the 17th. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys are aware. A lot of this stuff goes up on the 17th for pre-order.
All the mainline stuff, I think, goes up on the 17th for pre-order, and the Target exclusive Zartan goes up on the 17th for pre-order.
That's pretty close. 17. 2 days
They've got
from now.
17 pictures of him on here too.
And the
$27.99 retail.
The Walmart one goes up on Walmart's spring, whatever the hell the name of that thing is. They do on the 24th.
Their Collector Con.
Yes, Collector Con. Yes, that's the 24th.
I'm gonna get it. I mean, I like the figure. I just sold a carded vintage version of this.
Well, I have the vintage one. I don't think it's on a card though. I'm not sure. I have to check.
I think I've got him loose as well.
Yeah, I'll get all of them. It's just, some of these things I'm just puzzled by some of these things that they do. But
I'll probably pass on this one because it's not Sunbow cartoon for me, but it looks good.
This Zartan did show up in
Although
Deke cartoon.
the dinosaur wasn't either, but I'm getting that dinosaur one.
You got to get the dinosaur.
So there's no complete rules to this, but I do believe this Zartan did show up in Deke. You're the expert on Deke, right, Dan?
No, I was saying earlier you were, but
No, you're the expert.
I think he showed up
Or
at some
passing it
point.
like a hot potato.
This guy right here.
Yeah, this one.
I'm all in for this one.
Now this is a different story in my opinion because they did the same trick. You're gonna have to buy 2 or 3 of these in order to use all
buy 4, dude.
I know, but there's a difference here because there's winged versions. There's like 5 heads to this. There's all different armaments and things. So yeah, there's a bit different.
Probably won't use the unmasked ones.
Yeah, you can gear this one up just like the original Royal Guard, or you can add the wings, or you can use the armored helmet.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, this one's another story altogether because and they say there's a way where it looks like it's growing out of the body. You can show it in photography. They showed somebody, and it's very interesting how they make that work. But some of the stuff can grow out of the body.
Look at the size comparison between them and Python.
Wow, I didn't know they're that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a big figure. I would say that's probably closer to 7 inches.
It's a big boy.
He's a big boy, yeah.
I think they might be just a little bit too big.
I'm glad that they used
They might come out with they might do this again with a smaller version.
Well, it seems to go along with what they did with Zartan. With that ball and socket torso articulation.
Which
Cloth cape?
Zartan? Which version?
There's only one version of Zartan classified.
No, there's 4, 5 now.
What?
There was the original one that was like one. It's around
Not
21.
Zartan. I'm sorry. I meant Serpentor. I misspoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Serpentor, not Zartan.
Oh, okay. Well, then I agree with you.
Cloth cape like that.
Yeah, I like that soft goods cape. Like that just looks like such a regal figure, man. I mean, it's
Man,
awesome.
I wish we could get some of this kind of stuff on Marvel Legends side. Jesus. They'll give us
Marvel
none of
Legends
it.
is kind of falling off, man. I don't know why
Well,
or what's
and
happening.
they have to pay a licensor fee for that. So
Yeah,
that's why
yeah,
it's cheaper.
that's
It's
true.
harder to get stuff.
Now
You're right.
here's
That's
here's
true.
another contender for my favorite in the reveals.
Oh, now this is new,
Overkill.
right?
Yeah,
I remember specifically
showed
having this one of these figures as a little kid, the Overkill figure. I didn't know anything about it, but I remember liking it.
So
now
they
I
did-
like the fact that they've made this a removable faceplate that shows the human face
Yeah, I did too.
underneath. So this does kind of play into the Saw Viper becoming Overkill.
And they did mention that. They did hint at that in one of the interviews for Toy Fair. Someone asked,
Right.
he says, well, that was Saw Viper. And he says, yes, it was Saw Viper. He didn't come
It's like
out right out
RoboCop.
say it, but I think it's really cool. And they do have the Buttons McBoom Boom gun that comes out of the chest, and it's really
Yes.
cool. He explained all these accessories. He says the claw moves, it goes up and down, does that pincer movement, and the sword it's got like a deco that's like a laser, like a lightsaber type deco on it, so it looks like it's a light sword that comes out of his arm there. And there's some really nice stuff with the equipment with this. I've got to say, it's given me a lot better vibes than it did when we just saw the render.
I agree.
How many of those are you going to get, Terry?
I'm gonna get 2.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
are you
Those
going to? Yeah, he looks pretty cool.
Or actually, I might just get 1 since it's a character. I don't really need to display that with both faceplates because the faceplate's separate in the packaging and laid out really well. Yeah, Hydro Viper in the packaging.
Now, this is interesting. He looks a lot closer to the figure in the lighting that they showed at Toy Fair, but in the package, he definitely looks more subdued.
Yes, I agree. He does look more subdued. And I saw somebody complaining about how they should have included another regular hand, like a regular gripping hand instead of only the open webbed hand.
Yeah, they got the open webbed hand on the left side, and then they have a fist, and it's weird.
They wanted to show off that they webbed the fingers.
Yes.
So. And that
Hey,
head
Cool.
is not a mask. There's a head and a unfaced mask, so that's a separate head than that head. So
Dude,
there's two
that's
heads.
regardless of what it is, I think that looks creepy as shit.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
definitely
that.
getting this. I'm getting a few of them. I think they
Zombie
would work
eyes.
well with an Atlantis display for my Marvel Legends.
Oh yeah.
I
But I
think
love
that
how
they
they
did
do
it.
those zombie eyes and all these creepy guys that are half robots, half mutant, half whatever.
And I love it.
I love those eyes and stuff in those.
Yeah, I
He's
absolutely
awesome.
love that stuff, man.
Is that a Stingray or a Manta?
It's
That
a
is-
manta ray, I think.
Manta Ray.
And it does not move. Someone asked them if there was any flexible parts, and you couldn't tell at the Toy Fair on the display, but they said it does not move. It's like a slug.
Yeah, I would assume that it would be like the original.
I think you could have did hinges on those wings and the tail. I don't know why not.
Maybe. I mean, they probably could have, but I don't think that it was really
I would have.
necessary.
I would have rather them painted it more than give it any articulation.
I just opened this
Yeah.
Cobra Commander, right? And all the legs on this move and the tail has a flexi material. So why couldn't they have done something a little bit with that manta ray? I
Yeah.
don't get it.
So what do you guys think of Airtight?
I think he looks
Fantastic.
awesome.
Definitely in on Airtight. I remember this guy in the cartoon. He was cool. I'm getting him.
I'm glad that they
Yeah,
gave him
here's my
the
favorite Airtight.
removable helmet. Yay!
favorite air type
Give 'em-
from the Renegade series. I love the backstory for it, and I think that more aligns with this than the original figure.
I love they gave him his widow's peak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right out of Sunbow, yep. And this is a bit of a sneak peek into what they're going to be doing later in the year. We know that Toxo Viper is coming, and we know that possibly Mole Rats Stage 3 and 4 are coming. So this is like leaning into that very heavily.
So we got the packaging for Don Marino here too, and I think we may have already shown that. We've already talked
3D
about her.
Joe's ORC says it was a double ray. Thank you, sir.
No, we never talked about it. Remember, they only leaked that on Wednesday. This is the first time we're talking about it.
Yeah, you're right.
We hinted at it. We kind of knew it was going to be Don Marino, but
Yeah.
nobody believed us. They were like, oh, it could be Larry Hama. I'm like, what? Give me a break. It's Don Marino. Give me a break. I love this. I think it's fantastic. Another 2000s inspired character. It's been 13
What's the,
years. We've never gotten a classified Don Marino or Hasbro G.I. Joe figure ever of her. This is the first one.
What's the deal with Don Marino? Who is she?
She was
Sounds
a
like a
lacrosse-
TV personality.
She was a lacrosse player in Cobra Springfield, and she got Snake Eyes' memories imprinted onto her, and she was a denizen or a citizen of Springfield, and that's how she became the new Snake Eyes. Because
It was after he died, wasn't it?
yeah, it was after he died. Yes,
It's
No.
14 years old.
14 years.
Now we
Yeah,
have,
she was 14-year-old killing experienced troopers. Made no sense.
now we have Sundown.
Sundown, the mystery
was-
is solved.
There was a bunch of leaks about what his name was going to be, and I thought the name was kind of lame. But now,
But
I think this is a pretty kick-ass looking figure.
well, you guys kind of called it last week. You guys were talking about Cops, the cowboy figure, cowboy guy in Cops, and his name was Sundown. I don't know
Yeah.
if that has anything to do with
Yep.
this. If they're
Well,
going to
it's a
come out with
Hasbro-
more Cops figures and classified. If they do, I'm all in on Cops figures and classified.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, they're doing Cops.
They were
through
all- that
Big
was
Bad
an awesome
Toy
line.
Studios. They're doing the Cops through Big Bad Toy Studios. In fact, they shipped my Bulletproof already. So they were probably just trying to keep that license of that name, of the copyright of that name, Sundown. That may be the reason why they reuse that, because they do it
I
with
will say-
Transformers, G.I. Joe.
I will say though, the cartoon Cops, I see they put his full name up there. The cartoon Cops is Sundown is not this Latino name. It's some type of American cowboy name. So I don't know if it's the same character, but Sundown is the same.
It's not the
Now I
same
know what I
character.
heard about this guy was that he was going to be like a bounty hunter that is searching for the headman, but I think that his color scheme here kind of matches up with the Dino Hunters Toys R Us exclusive set.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
a little bit. But yeah, apparently his brother got kidnapped or something, who was also in government that was working to help people in Mexico, and he got kidnapped, and Headman has him, and he's a bounty hunter that's now in search of his brother, and he's trying to rescue his brother.
Which all sounds a lot like Cops, more Cops type situation than military.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Well, they could be building up like that. Might be the Sundown's ancestor, because Cops is a little bit in the future.
It is in the
Yeah,
future.
that's
'Cause,
true.
like, Because like Beachhead's son, I think, is a member.
Yep.
So maybe like his Sundown's son becomes the Sundown that we know. Who knows? But
Mhm.
And then I think Lady J and Flint have a child that's in G.I. Joe Extreme and things like that.
They have a kid
She's in
that's
Transformers.
Transformers.
Oh, Transformers, Fairbairn, right?
hmm
Marissa Fairborn, yeah.
Season 3, I think.
So who knows? It could be. But I was very happy with their showing for Classified. You know, a lot of it we had a feeling about most of this stuff already, but it still looks good in person and seeing it all.
Yeah, pretty much everything on my list they confirmed. And like you said, it looks good to see it.
All right. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about here, aside from GI Joe, we got a lot of really great GI Joe stuff that's come out.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot of other stuff too.
yes, absolutely.
GI Joe Ninja Turtles.
Yay! That's finally been revealed as legitimate. Give me.
Yeah, those look cool.
So all the Motu stuff that they've talked about, the 5.5
there's a lot
inch
of-
figures,
Yeah, there's a lot.
not Origins.
No, this is new.
Ooh.
I'm assuming this is probably from the movie.
Probably there was a lot of Motu at Toy Fair. I couldn't even
And dude,
look at all of it. There was so much.
Universe movie core toys official.
14 points of articulation will cost $10.79 each. Shown are the He-Man, Skeletor, Tila, Beastman, and Skelenite figures. Like, dude, for $11, check these guys out.
Yeah, they look good.
They look really good, especially for an $11 figure.
Yeah, that's what Dan wanted. He wanted cheaper toys for kids. Dan, you got your wish.
They
Well,
kinda
somebody's
look as
listening.
good as those DC figures that got shown early.
Oh yeah, the Mattel DC.
Everyone was freaking out that they didn't have all the articulation, but I was telling them, but those are for kids. Those are like the lower ones. They're probably going to be around this price.
Yep. Yeah, I like
As they
those
should
DC.
be, man.
I like the DC ones. I thought they were pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. Like after my daughter watches this movie, she's gonna want these. So I'm glad to
Who's
see
your
that they
favorite
are,
Terry? There's your favorite character, Jared Leto.
yeah. Dude, I like Jared Leto. I don't know why everybody hates on him so much.
I think it was
liked
because
him.
of the
I liked him in
Joker
Tron.
performance.
I
I
liked
think
him
he was
Tron.
cool. I think everyone liked him until that.
Until what?
Until what?
Until the Joker.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I don't
I think he was cool. I think that kind of put a bad taste in people's mouth. I didn't think it was that bad, but a lot of people, it was very over the top.
Another Super Friends a wave of figures with some bad guy versions of Aquaman and Batman and some characters we haven't got, like Black Manta and things.
Who's the guy back there in the soft goods robe?
That's Lex Luthor.
Oh, okay. I'm not big on DC, so I don't really keep up with all that. I think that Two-Face
Looking
back
Lex
there looks
Luthor.
really good.
Looks like Todd's trying to go out on top with these.
He's got other stuff going on for DC still. He's got more Batman animated figures in this display. I don't know if you can see that, Terry, or not, but
Yeah, I see a couple of them over there.
it's a Build a Clock King wave of stuff, and he's doing statues things, and he's doing like little mini DC figurines and things. He's still doing some DC, not a lot, but a little bit here and there, different scales.
So, have they done any Marvel Legends stuff at Toy Fair yet? Has anybody
yeah.
been sharing?
Yeah, they
photos
have.
of that
They've
stuff?
showed a bunch.
Yeah, they showed
Mark
off
Holt.
they showed off the wave that they did on the live stream,
Secret Wars.
and they brought up the Smart Hulk, as
Yep.
Dave said, and they reused the Iron Spider in black and gold and
Oh, it's
made
a
it Aaron Davis.
Right, it's the new
Yes,
Spider-Man, because Spider-Man right
Iron
now is
Spider.
like bi-weekly, right, Dan? And there's one with Peter Parker and one with Aaron Davis that's in space, and that's the in space Spider-Man.
All right, let's.
I'm not sure who Aaron Davis is, but
You don't read
yeah,
Spider-Man
it's
comics?
bi-weekly.
Aaron
No,
Davis is
Spider-Man's not one of my
and
guys.
Aaron Davis is Miles Morales' uncle.
Uncle, yeah.
The Prowler. He's
Oh,
the
okay,
Prowler.
okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So he's got the Iron Spider suit on this action figure. I don't know what's going on in the new comics, but that's what's happening in that suit on that action figure.
He's in the comics right now. He's got every other week it's Peter Parker and then him, and then Peter Parker then him. It's by weekly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're leading up to 1,000 Spider-Man 1,000. Amazing Spider-Man 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So check out that
Remember when
Now
Frank
that is
Castle.
once they showed this off at New York Comic Con, I was like, I am all in, because I love this version of the Punisher in the comics where he has the Iron Man armor and he's like Tank Buster Punisher. That is
He takes
perfect.
on Red Hulk, right?
No, it's not Red Hulk. That's
No, he takes on Red Hulk.
oh
in
yeah,
this
Red
too.
Hulk. Yes, in the
Yeah.
comics when that's appears first. You're right. Now this is weird. They give him the Deadpool slippers, which I don't know.
It's in the comic. He has this in a cover.
It's in the comics, I know, but it's not one of my favorite homages.
I thought it was cute. I like it.
I like the
I'll
Smart
be
Hulk. He
displaying with the
looks. I
slippers
might
on.
get him.
Well, yeah, I like the Smart Hulk and Dale Keown's run on that, but I'm just like, do we need
But
those?
if you don't need them, they are removable. But I'll be displaying with the slippers on. They look funny.
There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
that's what you were talking about with Aaron Davis.
Yes.
You sent some shots in the comic.
Yep.
Now,
So
see,
there
I
it is.
actually have this figure in the man. What is that like super articulated line of Marvel figures? They do Marvel and some other stuff
The
too.
Maximum.
No, not Maximum. It's
The Renewed
why can I
Alive
not
Spider.
think of the name of it? It's they did the red and gold Iron Spider, and then they did the black and gold Iron Spider as well. The Amazing Yamaguchi.
Fantasy.
Amaguchi.
Oh, Amazing
Yes.
Yamaguchi. Yeah.
Yeah, the
I'm
Amazing.
gonna have to get
Yamaguchi.
that Thor they showed off.
Something you didn't show is Todd McFarlane is doing Rivals. All the Rivals stuff is done through Todd McFarlane Studios. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting him because he's
Dude, that's a good looking figure.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic. I love him. Any Spider-Man I'll be getting. And there's your Hulk.
Professor Hulk. There we go.
Yeah. They said there's 2 more in that design package that they're going to be coming out later in the year. They'll go along with the Abomination and that Hulk. So we'll be seeing a couple more in that line, in that package design. They said there will
it'll be
be
rumored
smaller.
that it's going to be Doc Samson and Hulk 2099.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to get a Hulk 2099. That's never been released in classified to my knowledge. Doc Samson.
So this is the new Maximum Hulk Thor.
Yeah.
It's got all the articulation. It's got cloth goods cape with a wire, what everyone's been asking for a Thor with.
Yep. Which
Nice.
It's got everything. My only beef is I did want it in the classic
this is
outfit
modern.
instead of the modern outfit.
Yeah.
Modern outfit's cool, but I would have rather the classic one. And I'm not a fan of these head sculpts. I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard that they're very close to what the comic is when he's wearing this off. My girlfriend tells me
It looks
that
like it's
this
specific
is what he
art
looks
style.
like in the comics.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
I do like the Thor.
Yeah, that's
I think they
it's
probably did this because they haven't released a lot of them in this deco.
It's a specific
it's
art.
pretty faithful to the look that Oliver Coppel
That's
drew
right.
in the book.
That's right. Yep. The thing I'm curious is the cape. That cape, the way that you're using that mechanics with the wiring in it, where you can sculpt this cape and everything. Do you think they're going to use that technology on IG Destro when the Destro and Despoiler comes out, or do you think just going to have just a cloth cape, or you don't think they'll?
From what I hear, Marvel and Classified don't really share too much technology together. Every now and
None
then
of them
they
do.
will, but they try not to for whatever reason.
Well, see, the thing about that, though, is they've said this, that they said, look, if something works well for another brand, Lenny and Emily and people have said in different interviews over the years that they will cross things over. Like they did the MTO program. That was a Marvel program, but it did well, and now we're getting it in classified. They did the same thing with the... another part of another brand, and I'm blanking on it, that has the clues. Star Wars used a lot of those clues to do things in the future. Then Marvel did it, and now Classified is doing it. We got three or four clues this year, so they are taking stuff from the other brands.
I think he's talking more along the line as the figures.
You never know.
They usually don't share those. Because the Marvel Legends, the Marvel Legends and the Star Wars Black Series, all that stuff is proprietary to Disney, and they don't share it.
So you think the technology to make an action figure is proprietary to Star Wars,
No,
or to Marvel, or to Hasbro?
no, the look and design.
I'm not saying the look and the design. I'm saying the technology of how they make the capes do what they do. Would they use that for Destro?
I mean, possibly. But
Hey, real
like as
quick,
far
I'm
as
going to
like,
say that the Mole Rats Phase 4 or Stage 4 could probably be worse if they included more body parts with that Dark Energon infection instead of just the head.
I don't know. We're getting it. It's on the way.
But I'm going to have to get this guy. It's X-Men 97. Definitely going to get it.
There's your X-Men 97 packaging.
They changed the deco and everything, and the wings are changed, more animated as well.
I don't remember him being in the first season. Morph turned into a version of Archangel, but he wasn't in this costume. But hey, if you want this one, you want this look here with the this is where he first appeared as Archangel when he got taken over by Apocalypse.
I hope that they don't start just putting random characters and figures under the X-Men 97 brand that aren't in the cartoon or haven't been in the cartoon.
The version that he turned into, that Morph turned into, is the version that I wanted, and I was hoping that that was going to be this one, but it isn't. Because I have this one in the older set.
Isn't this the exact same Angel that they came out with a while back?
No, wings are different. The mechanics are different.
The wings are different, and it's a little bit better paint, but it is pretty close. But the wings before are more flat, but they're chrome.
Okay. And they have little things that come out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this figure. He looks really good.
He also comes with a folded or retracted wing attachment.
I do want that. I do love that.
Which looks awesome
for all my Archangels.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
So what is this? What is this Avengers?
So this next release is going to be a 2-pack with Quicksilver and Black Widow. It's from the specific story from the Avengers in the 90s called The Crossing. And it's my research was it's apparently some story where for one thing, it's a story that a lot of people didn't like. It's not very popular.
Pretty much Iron Man. Iron Man's going around killing people.
Yeah, Iron Man turns evil, and they get like a young Iron Man to try to battle him.
And it never really got.
Everyone has these new specific uniforms in this story, kind of like Age of Apocalypse. But since the story was over, they either act like it never happened or it's in a different dimension. So it's odd that they came out with Quicksilver from a story that's not very popular, but here we are.
I think that Quicksilver costume came out a little bit right before The Crossing. That I forget who was doing the art, but I think Bob Harris was writing it. But I think the costume, because Black Widow was leading the team, her and Quicksilver were leading the team, and that was his new costume. And then The Crossing happened right after they.
Yeah, he wore this costume. He wore this costume when they did a DC and Marvel Comics crossover.
Yep.
Which didn't have anything to do with The Crossing. So he wore it one other time too.
He had his own title, Quicksilver series at the end of the 90s, and he wore this costume in that series as well.
It's a good looking Black Widow. And I mean, I wasn't too against this costume for him, but because they actually, one thing that came out of that Crossing series, they actually did write Quicksilver pretty good.
Now this is
and that bullseye looks good.
I'm going to be wanting to get. This is Muse and like a modern bullseye. Muse was in the Daredevil TV show, but this action figure is based off his comic look. Looks really good. They keep saying red paint because they don't want to say,
Yeah, they can't say the bad word, blood.
The bad word.
But it looks really good, and because of all the red paint, it is going to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, which might make it hard to get if you do not get it on the first day.
Yeah, this is the first time this has been released in Hasbro as a class, not class, Marvel Legends, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes,
those
Muse
actually
is the
look really
first
good.
time.
Now they're doing him on a retro card,
They're
oversized.
doing
retro
also.
card.
This is the old one. This
Oh,
is the one that they released before in a Build-A-Figure, and now they're remaking it, repainted on a retro card.
Yeah.
Same
Oversized.
figure. Everything's the same, just painted differently.
They said the head is different, slightly different too.
Oh, the head might be a little bit different.
Yeah, that's one I'm going to skip on. It's obviously not X-Men 97, so.
Yeah, I have
Mhm.
2 versions of this already, the different releases, the Build-A-Figure one and the other one of this. That was more the Professor X one, but I need a third one.
Yes, I have this as well. So yeah, I have the old Toy Biz one, and I have the older one, the Build-A-Figure. The extra paint's not going to get me to buy this again.
Yeah, no. It's just for people that want it now, the newer people. So then we're getting into the Secret Wars Wave 2, which
Yes.
is a very mixed bag for me. Like some of these characters, I'm like, why did they include Magic in this? Because she was in Secret Wars 2 era comics, but she wasn't in the miniseries. So I don't get why she's in this.
I
But
don't
she's
care. I
cool.
love Magic. I'm picking it up.
Well,
But
I'm
this
gonna pick her up
absorbing
anyway.
man, this absorbing man though.
Yeah.
When I heard that they were going to come out with this, I was excited. But if you look, there's nothing that shows off his powers. So it's like, why
Yeah.
get this? The old one and the picture before is the old one. It does a much better job of showing what his power set is. So
Yeah,
I
I have
think
that
I'll
one.
be skipping this one. I'll just keep my Build-A-Figure.
Well, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna keep all of them in their packages, but I just think this is a very mixed bag of figures in this entire wave.
What is this?
This is the old
Constrictor.
Constrictor. We're getting a
First
new
version.
Constrictor in this series. This is the old one.
Yeah.
This is the one that I have here. I'll
Yeah,
probably be keeping my old one. The new one is good. It's an upgrade, but they didn't do enough to get me to buy a new one.
Yeah, it looks all right.
He was
better
in Secret
paint.
Wars Wave 2 or Secret Wars 2. That's why he's in this. He actually has a Secret Wars appearance.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's a good looking figure.
Yeah, I'm a mark for Secret Wars, so I'll probably get these.
This is obviously got to have this classic Falcon.
First time Falcon in his classic suit. People are very excited about this one. I don't need Falcon in this classic of suit. I have him in a red suit, so I'm good. I'll probably pass on this one, but he looks
And they
good for
changed
what
the
it is.
wings. They did change his wing, and they
Yes.
added like kind of like the Banshee technology, where they added the extra wing things and the flying wings. So you get 2 options with this.
Right. Red Wing, his trusty bird, is on his arm. Comes
Yep,
with a clip that can clip to his arm. It's in a very inconspicuous spot for the bird, but that's how they've made that technology work. The
And
clip can also come out, and if you don't want him on his arm, you can have him flying. You can take the clip out.
and they've never done a freedom before, a regular legitimate freedom. We've gotten robots, we've gotten drones, but never a real freedom.
His freedom.
His freedom, yes.
His name is Red Wing, isn't it?
Or Red Wing, you're right.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
was
it's
going
not,
to
it's
mix up
not
with
Spirit and Freedom.
Spirit, because that's my favorite Joe. So I always so Red Wing. You're right, Red Wing. They never made Red Wing before.
Out
Are
of
you sure about that? I
everything
thought they did.
released, this Magic
Oh,
figure is
robot.
what I'm most excited for because I love the New Mutants. I love X-Men.
Yeah, I
I
love her
don't care
too.
if she's not in Secret Wars or whatever. Give it to me. I'll take it.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I love
she
her
looks
too.
good.
I love her too. I want her for my New Mutants as well. I just the merchandising just doesn't match for me, and I don't understand why she's in the 6. There's other characters. They could have put Volcana in place of her for Secret Wars. There's a dozen other characters that could have stuck in Secret Wars. Why her? I don't get it.
Well, some of it, like
Spider-Man.
Falcon wasn't
Well,
in. Falcon was not in Secret Wars
He was-
either, but he was
But
in the toy line.
Toy line. He was the
Yeah, and I think Magic would have been
They
one of the
said-
ones in the toy
They
line.
said in the live stream she made a small cameo in Secret Wars 2. That's good enough for me.
It looks
Yeah,
like it's
same here.
broken.
There we got Spider-Man with the symbiote taking over him. Very, very niche figure. I don't know how many people are going to be too excited about this one. But
it was
it
in
looks
Secret
good for
Wars.
photography.
Yeah, it was in the first Secret Wars. It shows the symbiote taking over the Spider-Man body in that issue. So I'm happy
He's
with
on
it.
the Renew Your Vows body with the toes.
Yeah. What is this?
What was this? We've got
Yep,
fan
that's
stream.
it. Yeah, that's all. That's all we got.
All right, cool.
The rest that was a motorcycle that I found for the cops
Yeah.
in Walmart.
Cool. I like that.
So
What was
overall, we've had a lot of really cool stuff show up for Toy Fair. I know we didn't get through all the pictures that have been shown, like on social media for that people have taken at Toy Fair. Some of those displays just look really cool, man.
There's some really good stuff from NECA. There's some really good stuff from Nacelle. There's some really good stuff
And
from
some Star
Super
Trek
7
stuff.
that we didn't show.
Yeah,
there's
that
a
Star
lot of-
Trek bridge looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
They
Did you
came
know
out
that's
with
gonna be
the
part
art.
one of- The Star Trek Nacelle set is the first part of 12 parts. You're going to be able to build the entire classic bridge set, and they said it's absolutely huge when you put it all together.
Nobody wants Star Trek.
So,
I think people do.
I love Star Trek.
I do too.
They've never been able to make a good figure.
Why? I think there's some really good figures. I think Playmates did some for Diamond Select that were nice. I have a lot of Star Trek figures.
I don't believe you. Even if you showed it to me and proved it was good, it's Star
Ron
Trek,
Burgundy.
man. They can't make a good Star
I don't
Trek.
believe you.
Well, they also were kind of hit or miss. Like they couldn't get it lined up properly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the movie,
they had
they
a
did
lot
really.
of problems trying to get toys made for Star Trek, man. I remember back in the 90s, those, and it was probably the Playmates figures back then. I had some of those, and they were just, I just did not like them.
Okay, so you don't like Star Trek, but what about Law and Order? Are you going to get O-Ring Law and Order figures?
Absolutely not. Not touching that shit.
Damn it.
They're making Law and Order figures.
Yeah, Super 7's going to do Law and Order, Visionaries, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in O-Ring. Yay!
My girlfriend just said why.
I agree. Why?
Super 7 does a lot of weird stuff.
They
Yeah,
do.
it's like use that energy and make vehicles for the stuff you've already made.
I don't know.
I agree. Use that energy to make vehicles for stuff you've already made.
I think the good thing about Law and Order figures is because now you can take those bucks and redeco them, and customizers can make a lot of characters in suits in O-Ring.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's a hard pass.
For me, I agree. That's a hard pass. But one thing that I might actually end up having to get, and I never had these when I was a kid. They're a little before my time, but the Micronauts figures, the new ones, these look badass. I love
Yeah, they look
translucent
fun.
figures.
That's the third wave.
Yeah, the third wave figures. I'll eventually get the second wave of 2 figures, but the Emperor looks cool, especially with that. It appears to be vac metal gold chrome for the torso and the waist, but
Now-
these the time travelers having the translucent plastic, I think, is really cool.
Do you know the homage of that Emperor, Terry?
No, I don't.
He's an Italian-only Micronaut. He was never released in America. It was only released in Italy.
Really,
Yep.
I love the fact that you can see the mechanical parts inside the figure.
Yeah, I love these.
They have something to do with ROM, Micronauts.
No. Well, kind
Okay.
of. Kind of. I think ROM was a spin-off of it back in the
No, it was not.
70s with who was it that did Mego? Did both of them ROM and this?
No, that's not
Was it
true at all.
Galoob that did ROM?
No, ROM was done by Parker Brothers,
Parker.
and it was a big, giant 12-inch figure. Had
Yeah,
nothing
I
to do with Micronauts.
I have.
And
I-
the figure bombed, but the comic did well.
So this is the third time that they've used this body, I believe. They used it for Baron Karza. They used it in white for
the Commander,
another
the
figure.
Force Commander.
Yes, and now they're using it again for the Emperor.
Well, they've used Baron Karza. You're right, twice, and they're using the Time Traveler twice as well.
Check this out, though.
That looks fun.
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about this because Hasbro did the multi-pack comic book figures in the 2000 odds, and they used the exact deco. The only difference is the head is different. It was a hooded head on the one that Hasbro did, and this is a helmeted head. And they said there's slight variances with the gun and stuff like that, according to Brian Flynn. But other than that, it's the same deco and everything else of that figure. I'm like,
Yeah, I think I, I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn on this. It looks like they probably used a new mold for the torso, but the head being the same and just like maybe vac metal chrome for the faceplate, and obviously no paint apps for the boots or anything. It seems a very stripped down figure.
yeah.
I think
I
he
think
looks. I think it's that look is from one particular panel, where the coloring was a little off. But yeah, I think these look really good. And it's like instead of doing Law and Order, give me more of these.
So
So
this,
these
want
are
to
the
go into
first
this?
ones they've made to come with a figure stand. This is for the 250th anniversary of the United States, and they will be available exclusively at Walmart to begin with, and then I guess available from the Super 7 site. But
Yeah. Good luck finding them.
these are the 250th anniversary figures, and that Falcon I think looks great. I thought this was Chuckles the very first time that I saw it.
I thought
Everybody
that was
did.
Chuckles as well.
Everybody did.
And Lady J, I think, looks really cool. I like this color deco on her, the red, white, and blue.
Yep.
And it looks like they just skimped out on all the paint apps so that they could afford to put a Snake Eyes figure in the line.
Oh man.
Well, Terry, that's how they did it originally.
no way.
Super 7 does a lot of these money grabs and cheap out.
Dude, everything is a money grab. It doesn't matter what it is, it's all a money grab.
I know.
I
but
do
it's
like
just
how
so
I do like how
disappointing.
the costume's kind of blue, and then the red and white are on the visor. That's
Yeah.
fun.
I saw
guess.
someone say they wish that it was all sparkles, like stars inside there. And I thought that would have been funny, red, white, and blue with stars. But
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I
But
like
yeah,
them.
I
I'll get
think
them.
it's an all-around okay set. I mean, I'm gonna get them for Falcon and Lady J. Lady J, this is the first time that they've made an O-ring version of Lady J in
Yeah.
this series too. So
Yeah. Yep. She was only made like twice in Reaction, but now Reaction Plus has got her. Yeah.
couldn't give a shit less about Peanuts.
I
Oh,
want
hold on now.
Visionaries.
Snoopy looks
Maybe
good.
you can find
Go back to Snoopy.
Visionaries, Terry, because they're doing 2 Visionaries and they look fantastic. And supposedly they're already up on pre-order at Entertainment Earth, but I don't know if that's been taken down or put back up or what. But those Visionaries, I cannot wait. One good guy, one bad guy. I'm all in on Visionaries.
Yeah, they've
I
shown
could
pictures
admit
yet.
some DuckTales figures
Yeah.
that look pretty good.
Oh, the DuckTales from NECA, right? Wow, they
Mhm.
look great.
Show the Visionaries.
I'm trying.
The DuckTales, I think, are perfect. So you got Huey, Louie, and Dewey. Each of them one comes with Scrooge McDuck, one comes with Launchpad, and one comes with Gizmo Duck, which is like, holy crap, I'm getting those.
I'm looking for Visionaries.
There's a lot of new Godzilla stuff.
No photos. I have these are estimated to arrive in July of 2026. 4 pieces per case, and they've got my wholesale price, and then all it says is Leoric for this one and Darkstorm. Leoric and Darkstorm. Let's look up and see who Leoric and Darkstorm
It's one
are.
good guy and one bad guy. So if they just keep doing it that way, that'll be fine. I hope they increase the waves because there are a lot of Visionaries. There was a bunch of characters that never got made as toys back in the late 80s. I don't know if it went into the 90s. I can't recall if it went that far, but they had 2 waves and the 3rd wave got canceled, so we never got the last figures, but I would love to get all of that.
Yeah, it only went 1987.
Oh, so it didn't go later. Okay.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff that Visionaries was supposed to have that never got made. So here's Leoric, Spectral Knights. I don't know if this is the one that I had or not. Probably not. I think the guy that I had was a darker blue, but you can see KB had that on clearance for $1.
Wow. You know, the last time Hasbro did a Visionary figure?
The last time Hasbro did a Visionaries figure was when they did the
Multi-pack.
Revolution box set. Yeah, he was in that. That's the last one. Yep. So Super 7's got a lot of properties now. They got G.I. Joe, Transformers, Visionaries, and Micronauts. Interesting.
What are they doing with Transformers?
They have Ultimates. They also have Reaction. I don't know if they've done Reaction Plus, and they've done some blind bag stuff. You know what you should show, Terry, is the Transformers Apology Tour advertisement. Bring that up. That is hilarious.
No, I think that's dumb.
I think it's hilarious.
So here is the Darkstorm figure.
We're classy.
So I guess it's gonna be these two.
Yep. So that's cool. I'm all in on Visionary because those original Visionaries go for tons of money.
Man, I'm all in on it as long as they include an actual hologram chest decal.
Oh yeah, Super 7's gonna do that. You know it.
And it would be super funny if they used the bat chest to do it.
But
Well, the Law and Order figures have holograms.
no, probably not. They probably have realistic guns and badges and stuff like that. But Dan, did you hear about the Apology Tour, the Transformers 1986 movie Apology Tour?
Man,
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. From a marketing standpoint, I don't think that's a good idea because you're denigrating your product that you're celebrating its anniversary.
I agree.
I just don't think that's a good idea, and I didn't watch it because I don't know.
It's
You know what
20
they really
years
need
later.
to do for an apology, David? What
What?
they really need to do to apologize for killing Optimus Prime